Oh baby, Thursday Night Football is back. It's a clash between NFC South foes. The Buccaneers, they need to get off the mat. They certainly do. And the Panthers, they're looking to make an early statement in Carolina. Bucks, Panthers, we're all rivals here. Thursday Night Football at 8 p.m. Eastern and only on NFL Network. McCaffrey can't do it all.
You can't. Can Jameis do anything? This feels like a playoff game for Jameis Winston.
Prescott, when my fantasy team went,
Evans too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Short week.
Howard.
That was a rough outing for
Buccaneers had a really rough outing. That was a home game.
them Bucks offensive players.
And all that offense and all the Bruce Arians quarterback whispering, and it was a putrid offensive effort.
Throw it to Will, Nate. I'm crying.
Sorry, Will. There was a lot of hype coming from the Bucks. I don't know who it was, but over to you in L.A.
All right. Kay, you're all right. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You guys try to help her out, make her feel better. Meantime, I'll give you some news. Adrian Peterson was a surprise healthy scratch for the Redskins in Week 1 against the Eagles. This despite rushing for more than 1,000 yards last season. Washington looking to pass the torch to Darius Geis, but Geis suffering a knee injury against Philly. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport reporting Washington will conduct a full evaluation, rule out all possibilities on Geis's right knee. According to Ian, the team is hoping he won't need surgery. He suffered a torn ACL last year in his left knee. Peterson likely to take over the starting duties in Geis's absence. A scary moment last night for Raiders cornerback Garyon Conley. He left the field on a stretcher after attempting to make a tackle on Royce Freeman in the third quarter. But the good news is head coach John Gruden says Conley is going to be okay, and reports have been, quote, very positive. And that's great news to hear there. And the season not getting off to the start the Browns and their fans had hoped for. Baker Mayfield throwing 3 interceptions in the loss to the Titans. Browns faithful acting like the sky is falling. But head coach Freddie Kitchens thinks everybody just needs to take a deep breath. There's a lot of season left.
All right, what we have to refrain from doing right now is overreacting. It's one game in a 16-game schedule. We're very disappointed in the lack of discipline that we showed, the loss of composure that we showed at times, and just overall not doing a good enough job from a coaching perspective and a player perspective to get the job done in a positive manner.
It did not help out that the Browns had 18 penalties for 182 yards, but credit to the Titans and that defense, and Cameron Wake in particular, because he was in that Browns backfield the whole time.
Speaking of Wake, it's time for this morning's Wake Up Call, presented by Verizon. Just about everything went right for the Cowboys and their offense in their Week 1 win over the Giants. There were close to 500 total yards, 35 points, under new offensive coordinator, 31-year-old Kellen Moore. Jane Slater has the latest in Dallas.
Thanks, Kay. Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott posted a perfect passer rating on Sunday while throwing for 405 yards and 4 touchdowns. It was passing efficiency unlike anything we've seen in Dallas in a while. But it was Prescott postgame who reminded us not to discount the run. Zeke was in on 34 of the Cowboys' 62 snaps and rushed for 53 yards and a touchdown, limited just after 3 days of practice and a training camp holdout. Second-year wide receiver Michael Gallup was genuinely excited post-game, beaming even, saying everyone did their jobs. With opposing defenses pointing out how predictable this offense once was, even Gallup admitted with he, Tavon Austin, and Randall Cobb capable of working both the inside and out, now it's hard to tell what they'll do next. Redskins will have to figure that out on Sunday, though, as the Cowboys take the show on the road to FedEx Field. Kay?
Make it up.
Later, Slater, let's talk Cowboys offense. It was at a 10. It was the best I think Dak Prescott's ever looked. Can he continue that Week 2 in a divisional matchup against the Redskins?
There was watching the Cowboys in that game, it was going deep and fun and play action. There was a sort of a happy learned how to putt factor. Like, oh, no, don't let Dak do this. But no, that was a very, very soft rollout for Ezekiel Elliott. It was perfect. Few touches, touchdown. There will still come the 33-touch game for Zeke. That's what they're paying for. I do like the matchup this weekend, though, man. I was watching what Deshaun did to that Redskins secondary, and Amari.
See, you went Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
I was thinking more SpongeBob, because when we started talking about the money, Everybody was laughing at the star that Dak Prescott was wearing, like Patrick, right? And he went from Patrick the star to Mr. Krabs, money, 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 money. Because all of a sudden in the middle of the game, I think everybody collectively, if you're a football fan, if you know anything about X's and O's, even if you're just purely looking at the score, you thought to yourself, whoa, Dak Prescott deserves everything and more. First, it was $30 million. Is he worth it? You know what? Dak Prescott, he needs to play it out. Somebody at the table, Kyle Brandt, said, you know what? Let him play it out. Let's see what happens week 1. If Dak Prescott could come out there and really show us his stuff.
Now you're actually doing Patrick's voice.
I know, I'm doing a Dave Chappelle voice. But listen,
by the way, I was right.
If he could come out there and show us what he's worth, then he can earn his money. And with that game, I feel like he's upwards to $35 million easy. Word was he asked for 40. I don't know how real that was, but he definitely deserves to get broke off.
Can we pump the brakes?
What do you mean?
The Giants are not a great defense. That was everything in the world was stacked in the Cowboys' favor. Can we just they're going to beat the Redskins too, and he's going to put up big numbers.
What do you need?
When you say he's going to make $35 million based on a Week 1 game, it's the most asinine thing I've heard. I mean, you win based on a long schedule. You based on what you do. You don't make that money on Week 1. You make that money for everything. You can't,
oh, Peter, you got to pay this man.
Because hey, not everyone can get $35 million. So yes, do I think
the man?
Do I think he should get paid? Yes, but can we please slow down? This was not as big as his playoff win against Seattle last year. This was not as big as his playoff game against Green Bay 3 years ago. There's going to be 16 more regular season games.
It's funny you're mentioning playoff games. He's only been in 3 years, but you're not going to pay him yet. I'm
not saying don't pay him. I'm just saying, can you relax? I'm saying you pay him because of the win over the Giants in Week 1.
When do you think this is going to go down?
I think it happened before Week 2, or he could write it out.
Before Week 2?
That's now.
Good, yeah, it could happen. I mean, I feel like there's an offer on the table. They're going to go back and forth, and they're going to come with the right number, and he'll get compensated well. But you don't get paid. You don't drop a money bag on you because you played well Week 1 against the Giants.
He can control what he can control. He can't control who he's playing. What he can control is how well he plays. And he was phenomenal in that game.
So give him $35 million.
Knowing nothing at all about the intricacies of their salary cap or the front office, you got to pay this man.
Just pay the man.
Pay him. Just pay the man.
Nate Burleson perspective.
I gotta watch SpongeBob, huh? I'm not up on that.
Hot take, Patrick.
I'm up on Paw Patrol, Bettina, Chicoletta. I know all those guys.
Love Chase.
Chase.
You're a Chase guy? I'm a Marshall guy.
Here's the thing. Week 1 was awesome, but I was missing something, you guys.
What were you missing?
Not enough Saquon Barkley for me. Like, weren't we all missing more Saquon? Sure we were. How do the Giants use him more against their opponent this week?
Just have him kick off. Have him do everything.
I don't want to use him up now, guys. Come on.
3rd and 1 and 4th and 1. Give him the ball.
And we've got